stopping by. My name is Edshara, and today's video is the reread, rewrite, or burn tag. I saw Julie from Pages and Pens do this tag a couple of weeks ago on her channel and decided I wanted to give it a try. I do know this video is a little bit older, or this tag is a little bit older, so I don't know off the top of my head who is the original creator, but I will do a search for them, and once I find them I will put the links to their video as well as Julie's video in my description box below. And the basic premise of this tag is to put the names of books into a cup or a bowl of some sort, and then draw them out and decide which ones you would reread, which ones you would rewrite, and which ones you would burn. So I'm going to give mine a little mix, and then we'll get started. I don't know where that accent came from, guys. I'm sorry. So the first one is, okay, I got three, so let's just use those. The first one is The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. This one was like a time travel or alternate universe kind of book. And then Stick by Michael Harmon. This was sort of a high school football book. And then We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. Like a lot of family members died, and then two sisters were left. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple of these I would want to burn, honestly. So I would reread Stick by Michael Harmon. This one I gave 4 stars, and I actually liked it more than I thought I would. So I'll give that one a reread. The last 2 books I gave 2 stars, so I don't know. I would rewrite The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry. I thought it was a good idea, but I didn't like its execution, and I gave it 2 stars, but I hated it. And then I would burn We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I had high hopes for her because I loved The Lottery, but this one was just ugh. And I gave it 2 stars, which was being generous. I didn't like it, and so that one can burn. Let's see what else we got. 3 more. So the first one is Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry by Mildred D. Taylor. Can't get the next one open. Stormfront, the first book in the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. And 2x2 by Nicholas Sparks. So, Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry is one of my all-time favorite books, and I gave that one 5 stars, so I would reread this one because I love it, and everybody else should reread it. It's about the Logan family. They owned some land back in a time when people of color should not be owning land, and it will break your heart. It will make you laugh. It's amazing. I loved it. Reread for me. I would rewrite Stormfront by Jim Butcher. This is a book about a wizard. I had high hopes for this one. I gave the first book 3 stars. I tried reading the second book, couldn't really get into it, so I stopped it. I would rewrite this one because I felt like the lead character was a bit of a wuss to be a wizard. I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting, and I think I thought it was going to be a little bit more macho, and I know that's probably weird to say that, but I didn't like it at all. Or I liked it, but it could have been better. I'm sorry. And then 2x2 by Nicholas Sparks. I would burn this one. I have a love-hate relationship with Nicholas Sparks. I either love his books or I hate them. This one I hated. I gave it 1 star. I feel like he unnecessarily kills characters just to break your heart, and I felt like that happened in this one. It was completely unnecessary. The conclusion could have happened without people dying, and I didn't like it. So burn it. Next, oh, I got all blues. The first one is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. That was a good one. And then Bayou Magic by Joel Parker Rhodes. And If I Run, book 1 in the If I Run series by Terry Blackstock. Ah! Okay. Okay, so I don't know. I gave Attachments and If I Run both 4 stars. So I would reread Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. That one is about a guy monitoring the company's email, and he reads 2 of the co-workers within the company. He starts reading their emails. I like that one a lot, and that was my first Rainbow Rowell read, so I would give that one a reread. I would rewrite If I Run by Terry Blackstock. I can't off the top of my head think of anything I didn't particularly care for. I know I only gave it 4 stars, but I would rewrite that one. And unfortunately, I would burn Bayou Magic. This one is about a African-American girl who can see mermaids. She has a bit of magic, I guess you can say. And I thought it was going to be totally different than what it was, and so I only gave that one 2 stars, so I would have to burn that one. I'm sorry. I wanted to love it and I didn't, and so I'd have to burn it. It would just have to burn. I'm sorry. Okay, next up we have Red Hill. That is the first book in the Red Hill series by Jamie McGuire. That's basically a zombie book. And then we have Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. You guys should know what that one is about. It's been all over the place, and it's got a movie. And then the last one is Timeless, book 5 in the Parasol Protectorate by Gail Carriger. So, okay, this one is kind of simple. I would reread Red Hill by Jamie McGuire. I loved this book the first time I read it. It was 5 stars. Like I said, it's about zombies. It's a little bit more subdued than like a hardcore zombie book, but it was still, I think, a little graphic. There was supposed to be a sequel. I haven't heard anything about it, so maybe I'll have to check up on that, but I would want to reread that one. I would rewrite Timeless, the 5th and final book in the Parasol Protectorate series by Gail Carriger, just because it did not end the way that I wanted it to in some places, so I would just rewrite those places, and then it would be like the perfect book. And then Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, I would burn that one. I gave this book 4 stars when I initially read it, but since then I saw a young man in the same position as Will graduate from college. The ending in this book is ridiculous, and I would totally burn this. I would totally burn it. Burn it. Just burn. Okay, and my last group is Illuminae, book 1 in the Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Fractured by Danny Atkins, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. Okay, so this one is a little hard because I gave Fractured, which is like an alternate reality kind of book, I gave that one 4 stars when I read it. Illuminae is a 5-star book, and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is the book that got me into reading, and that is a 5-star book. Ugh. Okay, so I would reread The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because I think it's a classic. I think it is a classic, honestly. And it's a great book, and like I said, it got me into reading. I love it. I will always love it. So I'll reread that one. I would rewrite Illuminae. I can't off the top of my head think of what I would change, but I would rewrite it for the sake of this video. I loved Fractured. It was really good. It was really well done. Where The Love That Split the World fell apart, Fractured was perfect. But for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna have to burn it, y'all. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed that one. I can foresee myself doing this one again and probably adding in more of my favorites just so I can make it a little bit harder on myself. And I'm thinking maybe I could do like a movie version of this one with just movies instead, because that sounds really good. I'm not going to officially tag anyone because I never know who wants to do a tag, who's done the tag, who hasn't done the tag, that kind of thing. But if you like this idea and you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. Let me know in the comments below if you do it. And until next time, guys, God bless. Bye.